Hi there. We're glad you could join us today. I'm Michelle.
I'm Jim, and we are
A Teague of Your Own. Welcome to another Motivational Monday.
Let's get motivated.
Woohoo! I still think Mike Rabinowitz did the best job.
He did.
Oh my gosh.
He did.
He did a great job.
He was way into it. That was cool.
He was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. We know that there are opportunities out there every single day to just grow ourselves personally and professionally. And today we want to talk about seizing the day.
Yes.
Carpe Diem.
Carpe Diem.
Yes.
That's important. When opportunities present themselves, you need to be ready to take advantage of them, and you need to do so.
Yeah. Because sometimes when some opportunities only happen once in a lifetime.
Right.
Others you're going to get over and over again.
That's correct.
Depending on the type of opportunity, you need to make sure that you put yourself into a position where you can take advantage of those opportunities.
Right.
Can you think of some examples?
Oh, there's plenty. I mean, I'm sure that all of us have had a situation in our businesses where there was an opportunity to get a new client, to get some training, any number of things. And we let it go by. And then later on, we discovered, oh, wow, we should have done X, Y, or Z. And we would be in a much better position if we would have done that. And quite often it's because people, they make decisions based off of their circumstances at that point in time, but they don't fully consider what the future ramifications are. And that's part of that whole process. It's one of the things that I talk about in my finance classes quite a bit, is with the stock markets. The stock markets are forward-looking. And when investors are making decisions, they aren't simply considering the way things are right at that given moment. They are trying to make determinations, or they are making determinations about what they expect will happen in the future, because that's going to determine their returns. And that's the whole point of that with seizing the day, is, taking a look at not just where you are at that particular moment, but where an opportunity can take you in the future. And once you've made the decision that this act can really improve my situation in the future, potentially, then you need to move, you need to act. And that's the problem. Most people will see these opportunities and they'll say, well, that opportunity will still be there. It's not going to go away. Or, if I don't do it today, it'll show up again, next week, next month, next year. I'll do it then. What ends up happening is people live on what I call the someday I'll. Yes, that someday I'll do this, someday I'll do that. And nothing ever happens on someday I'll.
Are they the same people who have round to it?
Yes, they also, they need a round to it.
Okay.
Yeah, because they never get around to it.
Okay.
Yes, so those are the same people.
Same people?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they need their round to it.
Okay. It reminds me of whenever you go to some place like Big Lots or Ollie's, where they're
Yes.
closeout stores.
Yes.
And if you see something there and you think, ooh, I could really use that, what are you supposed to do?
Buy it.
Exactly.
Right.
Because what happens if you don't buy it and you come back for it later?
It's gone.
Yes. So a lot of times opportunities are literally only there for a brief moment. You need to grab a hold of them and take advantage of them when they show up in your life. There's a reason why they're there at that moment. There's a reason why you need to take advantage of them, because they can move you forward. They can push you closer to where it is that you're trying to go. And that's what we all need to do. We need to take advantage of those opportunities that come into our life. And we got to do it then. You can't spend weeks and months and years agonizing about whether or not you should do this. You just need to do it. Kind of like Nike.
just do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's because the time to take action is now.
Now.
And that's where a lot of people fall down.
Yeah.
Is they won't make that move. Now, sometimes there are some decisions that, when you make them, you will spend some time with them because they do have such long-term ramifications. But even with those, at some point, you've got to make a move. You've got to decide, what am I going to do? Am I going to stay in this current situation, this current state? Because if I stay in this current state, I know exactly what I'm going to get. Now, there's safety in that.
Yeah.
But that also puts you into that comfort zone. And what grows in a comfort zone?
Nothing.
Nothing. So you have to make that determination. Do I stay here with this certainty, or do I go over here with that risk, with that chance that this may or may not work out? Even though hopefully when you're making these decisions, you've done your homework and you have a pretty good idea that it will work and it will pan out. And especially if you know, okay, this is what could potentially happen. It's one of the things that we talk about is people are so hesitant to try new things because they're afraid to fail. But the question that they really should be asking is, but what if I succeed?
Yes.
How different would my life look if I go for this opportunity and it actually works?
What's on the other side?
What's on the other side? Yeah, what's on the other side? And a lot of people don't consider that. They're more afraid of failure. And a lot of times, not even because it'll be, financial failure or anything like that, it's because they're afraid of what people will say about them because they tried something and failed. And you can't live life that way.
No.
You can't live life that way. That's one of the great things about getting older is you start to figure this stuff out. Because when people are younger, they're afraid of looking foolish in front of their friends and family. When you get older, you don't care quite as much. No. I don't think so.
You would know.
Yeah. Hey.
And you got another birthday coming up.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. But that is one of the benefits of getting older, is the fact that you care less and less what other people think about your mistakes, or not necessarily mistakes, but things that you try that don't necessarily work the way that you thought they were going to. You figure out that, okay, it's not the end of the world.
No.
Okay. Failure is an event, not a person. And you just try the next thing, because not everything is going to work. That's the other thing. You do have to understand that as well. Not everything is going to work.
That's correct.
But you learn from the things that don't work, and that prepares you better for being able to recognize the things that will work, the things that will improve your life, improve your world, and improve the world for everybody around you, and to be in a position to take advantage of them.
And exactly. So when they pop into your life, you are prepared, you're ready, you can take advantage of those opportunities, and you can make the changes needed so that you can move forward and you can make progress. Yeah, that's what seizing the day is all about.
That is exactly right. Of course, that also means that for a lot of people that there needs to be enough of a pain point to get them to move. And that's part of the problem, is for some people, their comfort zone is so comfortable that there is no pain, and so they don't feel this need to move.
Yeah, and for a lot of people, there are many people out there who imagine their life well into the future and don't really see much changing in it.
Right.
And for those people, they're not going to take advantage of any of the opportunities that show up.
No.
Because you're right. When they think about getting out of that comfort zone, that's not something that they want to do.
Right.
They want to stay right where they are. The problem with that is the world is constantly changing.
That's correct.
And when you look at it from an economic point of view, inflation will force you to make changes.
Right.
Because even if all you ever did was the exact same thing you are doing now and got paid the exact same amount for what you are doing now, it's not worth nearly as much as it's going to be.
No.
Because of inflation.
Well, or think about retirees.
Yes.
Their comfort zone has become uncomfortable
Yeah.
And it's because of inflation and the economic circumstances
Yes.
that we have going on right now. There is some hope that those may change soon, but I don't know that it's going to be enough to make an appreciable difference in a lot of people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
But it definitely has become an issue, and it's also becoming an issue, like you said, for working people,
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that increases in wages just can't keep up with the increases in inflation.
Which means you're going to have to make a change.
Yes.
That means you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
And that means you need to look for those opportunities that are out there. You need to look for opportunities to make improvements in what's going on in your life. Even if you want to stay in the same place that you are now, you're still going to have to make some changes.
That's correct.
To be able to do that.
Yep.
Just to be able to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to be out there looking for those opportunities, looking for how they can make those changes to make improvements and get the results that it is that they're truly looking for. That's what we all need to do.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And that's, and that means, being open-minded and aware.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how some people, they get so stuck in their rut that they don't even recognize anything else in their world. And it's interesting. I was just watching the Business Channel, and they were saying that one of the things that's happening is for the employees' demand for overtime is increasing.
Really?
People, yes, workers are now the ones who actually have jobs and are working. They are asking their employers for more hours and overtime because of the fact that they're having a hard time making ends meet.
And
all of a sudden their budget doesn't work.
And it makes sense to work the overtime, because if you're already there,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to drive back there. So if you just stay a few hours extra.
Right. As opposed to a second job.
Yes.
But that's one of the things that is happening as well, as people who, working folks are having to, take on extra work. They're having to find extra things to do. So a lot of people that are now door dashing and Instacarting and that kind of stuff, and Ubering and lifting when they didn't expect to be. And it's because, again, the world has definitely changed.
Yes.
And like I said, there may be some hope that we'll have some reversal on some of that coming up. Looks highly probable at this point. But again, is it going to be enough? I don't know, because that's the other thing is, the economy that we're in right now it's really weird. It is, I've been on this mud ball for a long time, and I've been watching this stuff for almost my entire life. Even as, a youngster, I paid attention. And I understood the importance of money early on. And this is an economy like I've never seen before. I never thought I'd see anything like this. It's weird.
It's very different.
There are aspects of it that are incongruent, and at least with what has happened historically. And so it's making it tough. But that means even more that people need to be looking for those opportunities.
Yeah. And they're out there.
Yeah, and they are out there.
That's the other thing to keep in mind is the opportunities are there. They're there every single day.
Yeah.
You just need to know where to look. And you need to have that awareness. You need to have that open-mindedness. And if you don't, what can they do?
Well, they can work on that.
They can.
They can, maybe get a coach or somebody to help them with that.
They could.
Say, do you know any coaches?
I think I do.
Oh, do you?
That would be us.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Yeah, the whole speaking, coaching, training thing.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. So if you need help, A, looking for the opportunities, but B, coming up with a strategy and a plan to actually take advantage of the opportunities when they appear, give us a call.
Where can they find us?
They can find us online at our website, aleagueofyourown.com. They could give us a call or text us.
What's our phone number?
412-420-7975.
And they can use that for texting us too.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Very good.
Phone or text.
Yeah.
Or they could email us.
Oh, what's the email?
info@ateagueofyourown.com.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of ways to get in touch with us.
Exactly. We're here on Facebook. We're here on LinkedIn. Reach out to us. Let us know what's going on. Oh, and like all of this and share all of this and put in some comments of what you'd like to see in the
Yeah.
future. Some of you rely on us for your entertainment value, and we think that's humorous.
We do.
But we would like to rely on you for helping us come up with some of these future topics. So feel free to comment.
Yeah, drop us a line.
Let
Just say
us-
hello.
Let us know what you like, what
Yeah.
you'd like to hear.
Yeah.
Let us know that you're watching. Also, let us know if you'd like to be a guest.
Yes.
Because we've had guests in the past. Like I said, Mike Rabinowitz, one of my favorites. He really gets into.
Yeah. We need more guests to help us with the woohoo.
We do. So let us know if you'd be interested in being on here. All right. Until then, take advantage of those opportunities. Seize the day.
Carpe diem.
Yes.
All right.
All right, everybody. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.